Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel and some more RPG content. Today we got one of our recent Kickstarter things that we backed in. We wanted to show that to you guys. So if you're playing really 5e or Pathfinder or whatever, you can definitely incorporate this into your RPG. So this was a pretty cool thing. So these guys here, Evil Pigeon Games, shout out to those guys. They've been coming out with a lot of cool stuff here. So again, we backed this one, seemed interesting. It's always nice to just have more resources, right? So this is called Volume of Villains, and basically gives you a book of some pre-made interesting villains of different levels. Some pretty potent there, but whether these are just, incorporated in your campaign as maybe a recurring villain, maybe it's like the big bad end boss all in one, or the source around which like a campaign revolves. You have all kinds of cool stuff that you get here with these different characters. And they're all, it's not just like kind of like copy paste. There's a lot of cool stuff in here. You get some layer maps, some other feats, forbidden spells, other just shady background stuff. So just to give you guys an idea, we're not going to go through cover to cover here as far as like a huge long review, just to give you guys an idea of different types of villains, how to really incorporate them into your campaigns. Just some general good stuff here. But then, like I said, they've done a really good job on the artwork of these. So this guy is Aro the Red Blade. So basically a failed knight, and has a pretty cool backstory here. So let's see here. Began his criminal career as a blade for hire, employed by the notorious Red Blade gang. Again, could be a fun recurring bad guy group to deal with in your games if you want to incorporate it, or something similar, right? And just kind of gives, again, a nice, pretty detailed background page for each of these guys. Ways to integrate them into the campaign, different encounters to have. Different plot hooks for each of these guys. Other important NPCs that could be built around them, or should be built around them, right? So you're not just kind of given, oh, hey, here's a character I made, and throw them into your campaign or something like that. A lot of tools here to actually make them part of a campaign and help the DM. Goals and methods that the character might have, fall and redemption, and then just the actual stat block and stuff too. So you can see this guy's a pretty potent fighter of various abilities here. AC of 16, pretty beefy hit point pool, pretty damn good stat line, challenge ratings, special abilities and magic and stuff like that. So the aforementioned Red Blade gives him this cool ability to like gain blood points, and then these can be used for very special attacks. So very like cinematic, very almost anime villain in a certain sense here, as far as like just different way that these abilities work and stuff. But pretty cool stuff here. You got Ashel Rock, Scream of Far Places, so pretty spooky stuff there. But even if you don't want to use these characters as is, right, this gives you, just worth a read if nothing else, and then gives you some neat ideas on how to incorporate that into your campaigns, right? So, fun stuff here. It's a Gargantuan Aberration, Chaotic Evil, etc. Strength of 22, right? Pretty scary stuff. Damn near 200 HP. Calvera, the Rogue Reaper. So I love supporting all these like smaller publishers and stuff like that, because they give you just so much neat stuff in here. The person from the cover here, Corva, God Touched. S1, the Far Caller. Again, really cool stuff here. So skipping ahead just a little bit though. The Whispering One, Fen, the Whispering One. But just to get to towards the back here, right? So there's a fair bit here. We're a little more than halfway. We're at 60 pages. So Selena, the Slave of Silence here. Trying to get to the end here just to show you. So again, included several battle maps here. Let's transition here real quick, and then we'll show you in a little bit better format. Let's jump back in here. Sorry about that. So we're pushing close to 100 pages. A lot of these Kickstarters too, obviously the more people back, they'll usually include just more of whatever's going on in here. So gives you some ideas on building layers, other evil magic items. And a lot of these are tied directly to the aforementioned villains. But also just some neat maps and concepts in and of themselves. Other feats for some of these bad guys. And then kind of wrapping these things up here with basically about 118, 119 pages, depending on how you want to look at it. So there you go. Really cool stuff, guys. Worth a pickup. So again, Evil Pigeon Games, they've got multiple Kickstarters, but should be available physical copy, but also I think they do have like PDF versions and stuff too. So worth a pickup, guys. Volume of Villains. Give it a look out. Again, Evil Pigeon Games. Thanks so much for watching. Let us know what you think. And if you've picked up anything from them or any other favorite smaller publishers that you know for your RPGs, hit us up in the comments, like and subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.